What is up, everybody? I'm here with your Week 1 Packers report. We got a Packers-Vikings game Sunday at 4:25, and I'm excited. Everybody's excited. Football's back, but most importantly, fantasy football is back. And of course, we want to help you win your matchup, so I'm going to give you all the details that you need to know and my recommendations as a Packers expert. So first off, there's only two players I feel comfortable, and I mean comfortable, starting this week from the Packers roster. A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones primarily. I don't trust any of the receivers week 1. There's no other way to say it. I'll say it plain and simple. I do not trust the receivers. Aaron Rodgers, if he's your quarterback 1, that's fine. He can start. I don't expect a monster week from him. I don't expect a horrible week. Could either happen, sure. But I don't really know what to expect. No one really does. He's a back-to-back MVP, but he's also playing with different receivers that he's really never played with. And again, that brings me back to the receivers. Allen Lazard is the wide receiver 1 this year. Aaron Rodgers has said that. He was with the team last year. Obviously, they lose Davante Adams, which is huge. Allen Lazard steps into that role as wide receiver 1. He's currently, as of today, this is Friday when I'm recording this, he's currently dealing with an ankle injury. He got rolled on in practice last week, and he's, I would assume, questionable, if not doubtful. He hasn't practiced in 2 weeks, and he didn't practice today, like I said, as of Friday, game Sunday, so he has tomorrow. Matt LaFleur said he wouldn't rule him out even if he doesn't practice at all. So there's a little optimism there. But it's just not really looking good. He hasn't practiced. Apparently, according to beat reporters, he's been running around and looks fine, but again, hasn't practiced. You look at Aaron Jones, I expect him to see a huge workload, especially if Allen Lazard's out. Not only in the run game, but also in the receiving game. Same goes for A.J. Dillon. Of course, he's going to be a little less in the receiving game, I'd say, but a lot more in the run game. I think both those guys are going to be two guys Aaron Rodgers looks at a lot, and I think the Packers are going to run a lot. And then, going back to the receivers, there's a lot of hype going around with Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson. Obviously, they trade up and take in the second. There's a lot of optimism in the young wide receiver group, but you have Allen Lazard, Sammy Watkins, Randall Cobb, Amari Rodgers, the rookie third-round pick last year, and then Doubs, Watson, and Toure. That's their wide receiver room. So if Allen Lazard's out, move everybody up one spot. Randall Cobb's Aaron Rodgers' best friend. Obviously, he has a lot of trust in him. Sammy Watkins is reportedly at a great camp, but he can't stay healthy. We all know that. And then it just leaves the unknown. Amari Rodgers only had 9 fantasy points last year. And then in comes Doubs, the standout of camp, and Watson, the guy they traded up for. A lot of upside. If you're starting Doubs, if you're starting Watson, go for it. I'm not going to say don't start them, but you just have to understand they very well could only get 1 catch. Aaron Rodgers has been hesitant to throw to rookies in the past, and that's just my take. I personally am not starting any Packers players besides Aaron Jones or A.J. Dillon. Now, there's one more guy I want to touch on before I end this, Robert Tonyan. He's questionable. He's coming off a torn ACL week 8 of last year. If he does play, Matt LaFleur said today that he expects him to be a big part of the offense this year. He had, I believe, 10 or 12 touchdowns 2 years ago. It kind of fell off last year before he tore his ACL. I expect him to be a big part of the team, especially if Lazard is out. So if he does play, watch for Tonyan if you need a tight end. As for the Packers defense, I'm not starting them confidently this week. They're going against a tough Minnesota team that actually handed them one of their 4 losses last year. Justin Jefferson's been a problem for the Packers in years past, and I personally would avoid the Packers defense this week. And that's it for week 1. Looking forward to seeing you guys week 2. Hopefully the Packers come out on top, and hopefully you guys win your week. Go Pack, go.